It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching the Falcons' rocket-armed quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Falcons and the Cardinals, coming up next.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brewer. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Brewer. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. From the gun on 3rd down, Brewer. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
throwing on first down. Brewer. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Brewer. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 71 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Brewer. He's able to find Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Brewer. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to throw. Brewer. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Up to the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Again, it's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Brewer. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Brewer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brewer. And this one is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. The Cardinals are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Hands it off out of the gun.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Brewer. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. Taken down at the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They still can't get him. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll set up to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. He'll drop to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Brewer drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw. Brewer got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Brewer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brewer. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Operating from the gun, Brewer. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes it at the 7. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Brewer. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Brewer going up top for Miller. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brewer. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the gun on 3rd down. Brewer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back to throw. Brewer. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 84 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Brewer. To the right side, complete to Miller. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool, 67 yards. And the Cardinals strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Operating from the gun. Brewer on the right side. This is Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Brewer. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw on third down. Brewer. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Completion here to Claypool.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Oh, good move. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Back to throw now on first down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cards, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
job in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready.